Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for the Nintendo DS. I'm SamuraiT-X and I'm Salisbury. And when we last left off, we cross-examined Detective Gumshoe. We gave our evidence about what was contradictory about the crime scene, and Wendy Oldbag's on the stand. So this is her second testimony. So without further ado, let's start the second testimony. Hold it! Table smash. Would you please get on with your testimony? What's your language, young man? What sort of tone is that to make to your elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs. What? A striking figure by the sea, standing all low. He's the Neko Samurai. She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket? Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later, if you'll just be good and stick to the facts. I see what you did there, Edgeworth. Okay, you promised, right? Right. I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date. Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth. Old chum. Hold it! Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were a itty bitty, what was your grand dream? Huh? What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper? My dream? Huh? Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's justice. So what? See? And look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you? Well, what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? And the now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past. Since when did the court become theatrics over testimonies? All that matters is that the man inside was in that costume. Isn't that enough? Okay. Okay, let's testimony. Okay, so he must have worn the Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. I disagree with that statement. I really do. Because there is fingerprints on it. So if there is fingerprints on the murder weapon, then that means he wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai costume if he was to commit murder, because the Nickel Samurai attire, you can easily get away with not leaving your handprints because it actually has gloves and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to present the evidence. Objection! Hold it right there. Please take a look at this. Yes, so it's a knife. Big deal. So if you try to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. Really? Am I really trying to scare you? I'm not really am I? Come on now, I'm not doing that at all. No, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving? No, Judge! Come on! We're not talking about a real car! I know we just mentioned a car, but driving of some sorts, but not a car. Come on. Oh, this guy. How can you not love the judge? If Mr. On Guard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, table smash, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Which is true, like I said, the costume has a glove and that wooden arm thing. Actually, he would have wiped all the previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Smack. Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? Table smash. He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. And why would he do something like that? To leave his print on the murder weapon? Table smash. There is no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in the costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk to the victim about the stage show. Table smash, which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder still did take place. It's well known that the defendant and the victim had a bad blood between them. Yes, I have heard of that. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intentions of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory? I think there is a contradiction to that because, well, they hate each other. Why would he want to settle the differences if they hate each other? One would not want to talk to him. You know, they have bad blood. They always want to one-up each other. Egos would have got involved and then they would have fought. You know what I mean? If you two are rivals and then you try and talk things out and you both have egos, you ain't gonna want to make a peace talk. You're gonna end up in an argument. And you are not gonna want to be a peacemaker because then it will go wrong. So I think there's a contradiction to that for sure. If that was the case, I'm pretty sure either one of them would have wanted to murder each other either way because it would have been a fight and one of them would have died. If I'm honest with you, so I'm just gonna say there's a contradiction because I'm pretty sure if Juan or Matt were to talk to each other, there would have been a good chance that both of them would have probably been fighting. You know, because they both have such big egos. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony, that too, but I'm pretty sure I'm still sticking with the egos thing. Even without that testimony, I'm still saying the egos thing would have played its part for sure. Well, what are you babbling about? Now, for an argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. On Guard was the killer if that's the case. I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Right, what we're going to do actually is present the knife again. Because, you know, we're going to support our theory, so we're going to have to ask about the knife. And, you know, if they were to talk to each other and whatnot, then Matt wouldn't have brought the knife, so yeah, let's go. Take that! Take that! Thank you. This is a knife. This was used by Mr. On Guard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he would have brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corridor. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. Table smash. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Table smash. Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing his costume at the time of the murder, then there should be the glove marks left of the knife. Table smash. Which means the defendant's fingerprint shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Smack, smack, smack. Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? Well, I'm not going to say to hide the murder method, that would be stupid. I think it's to frame Matt On Guard, for sure. To frame him. It's to frame my client, mad on guard, of course. To frame? Table smash. Aren't you forcing the interpretation? Sorry, aren't you forcing the I can't say that word. Interpretation, right? Okay. Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? Table smash. But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Witness! Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy? Witness, did you or did you not see the nickel samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the nickel samurai, his character on TV? What I mean, I can't really do anything like that. Look at... Oh, I was about to say, if she ended up rambling, I would have shut up immediately. Look, I was waiting around in the front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the nickel samurai, that's for sure. Huh? She wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai? Alright then, who were you waiting around for then? That's top secret to anyone outside of security. I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Corridor. Am I correct, witness? Ha ha ha. That the way you think you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? So Oldbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corridor. Maybe, Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting for that person. It is who I think Mia's hitting at. It's certainly possible. Miss Old Bag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? I'm going to give Miss Andrews. She has a perfect motive. Plus, she was in the victim's room anyway. Because she put the wine glass there and whatnot, you know? So, yeah, I'm going to point out Miss Andrews because she was in there at some point. Take that! Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager. But why would the defender's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is... Ah, I see! The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's... Adrian Andrews, without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole spawn of confidentiality stuff. What, witness? What in the world are you? Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling. I've got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course. But what for? Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide. I see. Sorry about that. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information. Get ready. This is going to take you out. Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you young-uns. Please stop shooting that thing, please. I'm sure we're capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. Oops. Secret information. That On Guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get close to Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? Well, the court knows now. The defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody is above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. But this should be true. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Be careful, this old bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right, on guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you've got to burn old bags with fire. I've never heard of that before. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. I love your energy, Phoenix, but that saying, I've never heard it before. If I say so myself, I don't think I've ever heard that saying. Oh, and besides, what I'm going to do to stop her from rambling, I'm going to present one thing. I'm not presenting it. I'm not going to really do that. That one doesn't really mean nothing. Neither does that, because we already know that. We already know that as well. This statement bothers me because it's top secret. Okay, so I want to know more about this statement. Hold it! Wait!
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet? Table smash. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? Okay, we are going to present the evidence. Yes, because if I remember correctly, she did take something from someone, so yes, I'm going to present evidence. So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Old Bag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
Witness! I'm sad to say it, but this is how you found out the top secret, isn't it? We're going to present the camera because Lorna did get it taken, and I'm guessing it was by Old Bag as well, so... Take that! The investigative photographer, Lorna Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions.
Then everything on this piece of paper is completely meaningless.
Ah, that's it. That's the note.
Huh? Ah, no. You see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then, you are the one who took Miss Hart's note?
I'm a huge fan of wands, that's why. That infamous puppy-head whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard. I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking on what she had written. Edgy Pooh, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? No! No way! I'm not forgiving her. I'm going to pile up more pressure. If we forgive her, then we're not going to get anywhere, so let's pile up more pressure. If I let this up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a definite blow to the prosecution. That's right. Table smash. Witness! You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Just a stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from this terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it!
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Old Bag, I don't believe that the note is the only thing that you stole that night. You stole the camera as well. Because the note was on the camera, so you stole it too. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to present Lana's camera. Why? Because you stole that one too. Take that! Take that! Come on, microphone, take that! Why are you taking the tension away, microphone? Come on! My adrenaline's high and this is how you repay me? Come on! Anyway, Miss Old Bag? That note was with the camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lana Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying Sorry, my adrenaline's so high that it's making me cough as well. She kept saying something like, my sweetie's $1,600 camera disappeared on me. Why, witness! What is it, Krabs? Table smash. If you had the note, then it's only logical that you had the camera too. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for? That's... What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people. You didn't borrow, you stole it. I think your definition of borrow is a little off. I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said Slimebags of Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know all these things. God, can't wait till I stop doing this old lady's voice. Kind of is straining my voice in a way. It strains my voice more than doing Snake's impression. You know, and Snake's with me, and he knows that. And I've been doing Snake's impression for years, and it hasn't really hurt my voice box. Some people says it does, but it really doesn't hurt me. I'm going off topic here, but let's go back to the game. Bailiff! Check this camera's photos. Hurry! We must examine them at once. For I am the judge, and I want the right verdict, damn it. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai. See? Right.
See? I told you. That's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Damn it. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in this is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ungard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is, like one of my fingers I'm about to tell you, the defendant. Smack. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. And if we don't comment about this thing, then, we're gonna be busted, so let's go. Do you agree with this photo is decisive evidence against your client? If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for! But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There is only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lada took, there's something strange with it. Yes, it is. There is something strange about it. We're going to say that, because if we say there's nothing strange about it, then we're screwed. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, Wright. As I widen my finger and give you a smug smile. Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree that there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? No? Well, maybe. Table smash. Anyway, please look at this photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this picture anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Smack. Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange, and looks like we've only got one chance. Look at that penalty bar. It's that colour again. And what I'm going to point at is the foot. Which one though? I think I'm going to point at this one because, you know, it looks too baggy. Clearly these pants are too baggy, you know. I'm going to present the foot. I'm pretty sure it's the left foot. You have to present the foot because it's baggy, like I said. So yeah, I'm going to present the socks. So let's present the socks. I think it's this one anyway. I would like to direct the court's attention to this area right here. Well, what are you pointing to? His ankles? Because it looks too baggy, you know. If you could see this person's ankle. Jesus, I need to stop coughing during recording. If you could see this person's ankle, that would only be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The nickel samurai in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard. What is the meaning of this? Table smash. I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual fact stats. Let's take a look at this nickel samurai poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. His socks. You can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, you can't see any socks. Yeah, exactly. The pants are too baggy for this person. You know, this pants is way too baggy. Look at those little creases there. It's way too baggy for this person. I'm guessing it's someone else in that costume, and I exactly think I know who that person really is. But we shall see. The nickel samurai clearly is holding his akama up just to walk. Table smash. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendants. Alright, I think I've turned these things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. He is, for real, you know. He's just crossing his arms. Normally he's just got his hands on the desk and looking angry, but now he's just crossing his arms. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. The more you think about it, it does look like that. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only think that perhaps he doesn't really feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack? Then he's not taking any damage! Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If this person in this photo is not Mr. On Guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. Look at him, he doesn't care. Look, he's really calm. He really is. I thought it would come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is this person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah. Why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is this person in this photograph? Well, we're gonna have to go with this person. I'm gonna pick Adrian Andrews because she was in the victim's room, so we're gonna have to present her. So, take that! Besides, she's quite short anyway, so yeah, it must be her, for sure. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it would be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night. And how does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as the murder weapon? Why don't you say what it is you want, Wright? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. Table smash. The defense motions to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Smack, smack, smack. Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to the court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya... Smack. Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. We're going to have to raise an objection. If we don't raise an objection, then we're screwed. Now then. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass the verdict today. I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Adrian Andrews' testimony if not... Huh? Oh, Edgeworth! I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? I waddle my finger at you. Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. Wow. But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. And what do you mean by that? That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? Smack, smack, smack. Sorry about that. What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. I shake my head as I got a smug expression on my face. She is the next witness. Huh? Everything was planned out in advance by that man? somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Adrian Andrews. It looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly. Smack. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess because I am hungry, because I am the judge and I need to eat. Please prepare your witnesses in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess as we listen to this awesome music. But unfortunately for us, this music is going to cut off once I press this button. Told you. Until we continue, so I'm going to keep quiet for the jingle. Right now. Wow, 35 minutes. I'm spoiling you guys today. I'm definitely spoiling you guys for this Friday because I know I'm not going to be recording Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney for the weekends and uploading it because you're going to have to wait till next week for that to happen. So when we come back, folks, we'll play more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Until then, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.